This valuation slide tells the Illinois Tool Works story very clearly. This is not a broken industrial company, and the market knows it. Historically, ITW has been rewarded for something many industrial businesses struggle to deliver consistently: disciplined execution, high margins, strong cash generation, and steady shareholder returns. The big success of the past decade was not just revenue growth, it was the quality of that growth. ITW used its 80-20 business model, decentralized culture, and strict capital allocation to turn a diversified industrial portfolio into a premium margin compounding machine. But the historical mistake investors sometimes made was assuming that quality alone justifies any valuation. When industrial demand is strong, margins expand, and buybacks support EPS, the stock can trade near the top of its valuation band. But when organic growth slows or end markets like automotive, construction, welding, or test and measurement become less predictable, the market quickly starts asking whether the premium multiple is still deserved. Now to the present. With the stock around $269, ITW is not priced like a distressed cyclical. It is trading close to the upper part of the valuation range shown on the chart, and above what a more normal earnings multiple would suggest for the near term. That tells us the market is already giving ITW credit for resilience, margin discipline, and the 2026 earnings recovery. The company's latest results support that premium in some ways. 2025 revenue reached $16 billion, operating margin was 26.3%, and management guided for EPS growth in 2026. But the key question is whether earnings growth can come from true organic acceleration, not only price, cost control, margin initiatives, and buybacks. Looking forward, the estimates area shows a rising earnings path, which can support higher value over time. But at today's price, the stock needs execution to stay excellent. If ITW delivers stronger organic growth while continuing to expand margins, the current valuation can be defended. If growth remains modest, the risk is not a collapse, it is multiple compression. ITW is a high-quality industrial compounder, but the current price already reflects a lot of trust. The upside depends on proving that premium quality can still translate into premium growth. Let's go straight into the risks, because with Illinois Tool Works, the biggest risk is not that the company suddenly becomes weak. The risk is that expectations are already high. ITW is a premium industrial business, and premium businesses can still disappoint if the market pays too much for stability. The first risk is organic growth. ITW has an excellent operating model, but the market wants to see real demand improvement, not only margin discipline. In 2025, organic revenue was essentially flat, even though the company still delivered strong profitability. That shows the strength of the model, but it also highlights the challenge. If end market growth stays muted, the stock may struggle to justify a high multiple. The second risk is valuation. Around the current price, ITW is trading much closer to the upper valuation zone than to a discounted level. That means the stock is vulnerable if investors rotate away from quality industrials, or if earnings estimates stop moving higher. For a company like ITW, even a small change in the multiple can have a meaningful effect on the share price. Another major risk is cyclicality. ITW is diversified, but it is still tied to industrial production, automotive OEM demand, construction activity, welding, food equipment, specialty products, and test and measurement. If customers delay capital spending or inventories normalize lower, revenue momentum can weaken quickly. Margins are also a risk, but in a different way. ITW already operates at very high profitability levels. That is a strength, but it also raises the bar. The company is guiding for additional margin expansion, but as margins move higher, each next step becomes harder. If price-cost benefits fade, tariffs return, or volume leverage is weaker than expected, margin expansion could disappoint. Then there is the capital allocation risk. ITW has a long history of dividends and buybacks, but if organic growth is limited, investors may question how much EPS growth is operational versus financially engineered. ITW's risk profile is not about financial fragility. It is about expectations. This is a strong company priced like a strong company, so the risk is that execution remains good, but not good enough for the valuation. Now let's look at the opportunity side, because Illinois Tool Works is one of those companies where the bull case is not based on one big product cycle or one explosive growth trend. The opportunity is more about disciplined compounding. In the short term, the most important opportunity is execution against 2026 guidance. Management is guiding for revenue growth, positive organic growth, operating margin expansion, and EPS growth. If ITW delivers that while end markets remain only moderately healthy, it reinforces the idea that this business can outperform in almost any environment. That is exactly why investors are willing to pay a premium. The second short-term opportunity is margin expansion. ITW's enterprise initiatives continue to contribute to profitability, and the company has shown a strong ability to convert operational discipline into earnings growth. If margins move higher without sacrificing customer service or innovation, the market may continue to reward the stock with a quality multiple. Third, customer-backed innovation is an important growth lever. This is not just traditional R&D. ITW focuses on solving specific customer pain points in markets where it already has strong positions that can support better pricing, stronger customer retention, and above-market growth without taking excessive strategic risk. Long-term, the real opportunity is the ITW business model itself. The company's 80/20 process gives management a framework to focus resources on the most profitable customers, products, and applications. Over time, that can create a powerful combination: steady organic growth, high incremental margins, strong ROIC, and consistent free cash flow. Another long-term opportunity is capital return. ITW has raised its dividend for decades, and buybacks remain a meaningful part of the EPS story. If free cash flow stays strong, shareholders can benefit even in periods when industrial growth is not spectacular. So the upside framework is simple. ITW does not need to become a hypergrowth company. It needs to keep proving that operational excellence, innovation, pricing discipline, and capital allocation can compound earnings at a premium level. If that happens, today's valuation can be defended, and over time, gradually exceeded. Now let's look at the analyst rating because it tells us something very important about Illinois Tool Works today. The street is not aggressively bullish here. We have one strong buy, 10 holds, 4 sells, and 2 strong sells. That is a very cautious setup for a company with ITW's quality profile. It is not because analysts think ITW is a bad business. The issue is valuation. At around $269, the market is already pricing ITW as a premium industrial compounder. Analysts can respect the business model, the margins, the dividend history, and the execution, but still argue that the stock does not offer enough upside from this level. This rating mix says the debate is not quality versus weakness. It is quality versus price. Bulls will say ITW deserves a premium because it consistently delivers high returns, strong cash flow, and disciplined execution. Bears will say the multiple already reflects that, while organic growth remains modest and industrial end markets are still cyclical. So my takeaway is, the analyst rating is neutral to cautious, not because ITW lacks strength, but because the stock needs continued execution to justify the current valuation. For investors, this is a classic premium quality setup. Great company, but price matters.